Everyone knows how Nintendo revolutionized the home console market here in the States. The NES rebuilt a dead market, no one debates this. That's not how it started. Nintendo's operations in the US started in the arcade sector in the early 80s, back when arcades were, alive. Back when there was a tremendous gulf between what the Pac-Man in your local pizzeria could pull off and how that same game looked on your Atari. But this machine creates a paradox. It's an arcade machine designed to play software that is, in most cases, exactly what you'd get on a home console. There are significant differences, of course. For its use on an arcade monitor, the video output is significantly altered from how it would be on an NES cart. The joystick and button layout drops the select and start buttons into the middle of the console, which seems weird until you realize that very few, if any, two-player games really made use of them. Mostly because on the original Famicom, the second-player controller didn't have select or start buttons at all. No, seriously, go ahead, check it out. Oh, wait. Back with me? Cool. Here's what makes the whole thing run. The main PCB with slots up on that top right corner for 10 games to be installed. Each game comes on its own daughter board, like Tecmo Bowl here, which connects via this wide array of pins. All you have to do to swap games is change out these cards, slide the whole thing back into the cabinet, and bam! You're watching Walter Payton run down the field on an arcade machine. It might seem a bit strange to buck the trend of arcade hardware superiority in such a situation, but consider the advertisement possibilities. You're in the arcade already when all of a sudden there's a sign on top of the PlayChoice machine reading Ninja Gaiden, new game! And you know that for just 25 cents you can sample what this Ninja Gaiden thing's all about. Third parties liked this idea, so everyone from Konami to Capcom, Tecmo to Technos, and even Rare and Square lined up to make their games available on this arcade hardware. As for the machine itself, it's in great shape after 30 years and 2 modifications, first from Donkey Kong to a Versus Duck Hunt, hence the inclusion of the light gun, and then from Versus Duck Hunt to this PlayChoice-10. Rather than charging players per continue, the PlayChoice ran on a timer, with each quarter buying a chunk of time. That said, since this is a modification of what are essentially home console games, it can get a little more expensive than just paying for the lives you use. They released Mega Man 3 for this thing. The fastest non-tool-assisted speedrun I've seen for that game is 37 minutes, which, at a generous 5 minutes per quarter, would still cost you at least $2. It's certainly a different paradigm, and one that kind of breaks down if taken out of its moment, and stuck in my living room, on free play. Because this machine doesn't stand for warp whistles.